So I have all manner of projects actually that are in production. And the one that I'm working on right now is a box of, I'm not sure what yet, but we have a Here Be Monsters theme that I've started, where I actually have a sailing ship with monster tentacles coming out of the sea, and they'll eventually emerge as I paint it. And inside I'll probably have some kind of perhaps map inside when you take the drawers out, and then these will go back in. Each one will have a surprise inside. And the first one that I developed was this one. So you're gonna have a lover's hand over a German letter from actually 1940, but it could be from earlier. So that you'll be able to pull these out, and there'll be something a little different, something surprising in each of these drawers. And then the outside will be painted, and it can be shown in the round. And I got this piece in an antique store in Steubenville, Ohio. And I also found this the same day. And I'm not sure if it's created from a kit. This is most definitely, if not vintage, then antique. I'm thinking it's probably vintage, but maybe antique. And this is certainly newer. It was marketed as a primitive piece. It's had its edges sanded down and distressed slightly, but that is going to get a coat of gesso. What I've done so far is I've actually Mod Podged 8 letters, and they're still wet, which is why they're see-through, and beautiful paper, gilded paper, into each one. And then I'll continue that process up the sides so that it's completely covered in this beautiful gilded floral paper, and it's got kind of a Victorian feel to it. So this will continue to develop. Please stay with me. More to come in just a little bit. Collaging the inside of the drawers. It took me a little while, but I went up the sides of each drawer so that it looks like a coherent whole, although sometimes I did run out of paper. So in some cases it's not a coherent whole, but it is, this is some really pretty handmade blue gilded paper that has the same kind of sheen to it, same kind of vibe. So I think it works really well together. The next thing that I'm going to do, and I will do another fast forward through the process, is I'm going to have a utility vessel full of gesso. I'm going to start gessoing the all sides of the drawers and also the body. Now I'm not going to touch this paper clay because the paper clay, which on this side needs a little bit of doctoring, that's already primed. That's a substrate that I can just paint right onto once I fix it. And I'm also not going to paint the ship yet. I have some other plans for that. We had already discussed the fact that I'm going to be putting a map inside behind the drawers, so I'm also not going to be addressing that yet. This is just going to be the no-brainer part of putting gesso onto this and getting it as a substrate that's ready to paint or draw on, and we'll figure out what we want to do. It's still percolating. I can feel it back there. So you can watch a quick fast forward of me doing part of this process. So I have everything pretty much covered with the first layer of gesso. I will very likely put a second layer of gesso on it just because I want there to be full coverage. And as I pick this up, I'm leaving little fingerprints, and I'll leave it alone. But I'm very likely not going to draw on it. I'm going to paint it. The box I have discovered is, I believe, an MDF and doesn't have the kind of texture that I enjoy working with when I have an ever sharp pencil and I'm drawing on things. What I really need for that to be an enjoyable experience and creative experience is I either need it to be covered in paper clay or have some kind of wood, actual wood. I'm not quite sure why, but that just is the way that my brain works. So I will be painting this, but first a second coat, and I'm pretty much done for the day. There's going to be some, because there's always some laundry that I'm going to be folding, but I'm going to be updating you soon on some other things that are going on in the studio. I have 3 different workstations, so there's magic happening on the other work table. There is magic happening on the easel, so I'll be sharing that soon, and then we'll get back to this too. But thanks so much for popping in and seeing what's going on with all the good things that are here at Savannah Shulga Studios, and I will see you next time. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps the channel, and I'll see you soon. Thanks.